Guys, how is it going? It's been a minute since I brought you guys a video, but today I'm standing in front of something that I've been working on for probably the past week. Now, I was out of town for a couple days, came back, decided to start this big project, done a little bit of recording, audio messed up, sad about that, is what it is, but we're moving forward. So, I've been working on the city. The city that I've been wanting to work on for so long, I'm finally starting to work on. I started off working on this area down here and moving on up into more of the city up that way because I want the city to grow up that way, going back towards the farmlands. That way it feels more immersive instead of just having a flat area. Plus, I didn't really feel like working with the Minecraft terrain, so here we are, and that alleyway is super loud. Super loud, and I have no earthly idea where he is at. Also, I added a new RTX. Obviously, you can see with the grass blocks. I like. Oh, I like this RTX a lot better than the other one. It's not as bright. The other one kind of hurt my eyes, to be honest with you. So this one's a lot better, in my opinion. So, but anyways, there's a couple other things that changed, like the windows and stuff like that, but we'll get more into that. And if you guys want to check out the RTX and plus some of the other downloads in here, I'll try to include them in the description. Anyways, so I built this house right here. This was the first one that I built in this area, and then I built this place while using the mud blocks. First time ever using them, like them a lot actually. Plus, I started adding in some nether wart. Kind of like it. I always want to use it for building material, so I finally decided to. Miss that jump. Is what it is. Going to make it. No, I'm not. I give up. Yeah, so I built this house. Really like it. I still have to do the interior to these places, but we'll eventually get across that. Maybe we'll just do a whole episode of us just doing interiors. So this is the lower part of the city. Obviously, it's going to come across this way. This is actually going to sit lower than the rest of the city. I just figured it would be a nice addition. But adding up into here, you enter more of the city. So, like I said, interiors have not been done. And a lot of the outside, like, stuff that I want to add as far as, like, details have not been done either. So, that'll be done as we go along into the episodes. But first, we have this house, which I think is going to turn into a bakery. Just a normal house. This right here is actually a worshiping area of some sort, whether it's a church or whatever you want to call it. And then this is also another house. I added a tower onto this one, and there's going to be paths that go off to the right that you can follow. Like this is going to have a cemetery. I'm going to add a bunch of different stuff in like that. This obviously too is a house. I used terracotta with this one, really liked it a lot. And then this area right here is obviously an inn where people can sleep and stay. Then we have a couple of shops that we added in, and also this building, which is probably going to turn into a shop of some sort as well. I finished working on, well, I say, this is where I stopped yesterday, working on this, and now I'm going to commence the building more of this and adding more back that way, taking the building back up this way, and then kind of wrapping the city around and having the main road that goes through it. Now this project is going to be absolutely massive, and to show you guys where this is at, there's the farmland. I'm going to have this as the whole city, this whole area going back that way back that way that way, and a wall is going to run across. That'll keep that out. We'll build a good sized forest in this area, wrap the wall around here, have an area where you can cross over this way onto a bridge to come into the city walls. And also, there was a mountain here. I don't know if you guys ever seen it in my previous videos, but there was a mountain here. And I decided to flatten it off. And now I have a lot of material. So if you're wondering where all this materials came from, if you check out these boxes, we should not have to get dirt for a while. I actually used a lot of dirt while building this. All these chests were full of, I mean, you see the stone, cobblestone, cobblestone, stone, cobblestone, and then a bunch of other stuff. I also done a lot of runs in the nether to get a lot of quartz. So we have a lot of building stuff here. We're not going to have to worry about having to collect building material for a while, which is awesome because I like to just be able to build sometimes and not just get distracted by having to constantly deal with the fact that I have to go collect materials. Now, if I can eventually collect a lot of wood, that would be great. So, today's episode, we are going to work on finishing this up and then also adding in a bunch of knickknack stuff in this area in here. I want to add some shops, and I also want to bring in some villagers. I think bringing in some villagers to this area to go and get some of these places set up and have them set up where like they're selling their goods and whatnot, I think will be awesome. I think that that will really bring this place to life, and I think that's really what it's missing. Now, of course, I have to be careful. I can't let them roam free because they're going to wind up jumping off and then getting lost somewhere, and they're not going to be able to make their way back, and they're going to die. So what I might actually do is I might get some golden apples, make a potion of weakness, come back, find some zombie villagers, trap them in a boat, bring them over here close, and then turn them, and then have ourselves some villagers that will give us discounts right off the rip, and also we don't have to go and bring some from the town over there because I don't really feel like traveling that far. That's a super long ways. So anyways, getting back into this, we're going to take this and wrap it around that way to that building and wrap this around to that building. Some of the sides of these buildings are flat because I'm going to add buildings that are touching them, and I'm not going to detail them because there's no point in doing that if I'm going to just, add a building to it. There's no point to detail it. Now, this side of the building obviously has some detail to it because you'll be able to see it. And I add in a little area like this where people can, that own this shop area are working in here. They have their spot where all their customers are buying. We'll have an upstairs where they can go on up into the building. But also, they have a spot back here where they can keep some of their stuff, like, goods and items that they're selling or, making and whatnot. And they can come back in here and sell it and go outside when they need to get stuff, like items and materials that they keep outside. Also add in some of this stuff. That's mangrove roots, nether warts, mud block, and then a bone, just to kind of make it look like there's stuff in there that they're selling that people can look at outside and kind of just decide, hey, this is inside the store, I can go buy it or whatever. So, but anyways, without further ado, let's finish this up right here, and then we will go ahead and commence to then adding in all the detail that we want to add into here. Go ahead and brighten it up. Probably just go ahead and add in a bunch of stuff going down the road as well, just to do this whole area so we can go ahead and make it start feeling more fulfilled and more like immersive. That way we don't overwhelm ourselves later and having to come back to it. So I'm going to send you guys a quick time lapse of me building everything, and then we will come back and discuss everything that we're going to add in here. Okay guys, so I came up with a little something here. I went to the ocean and went and got some brain coral blocks. Used those for some decorations on the sides. Instead of just doing cobblestone and stone, I figured that this would look a little bit better just because it adds a little bit more detail to it. And I also made the building have a pretty good sized tower to this one. I'm going to build this up a little bit more to try to make it fit to scale. And I think this building will be done. I also will tell you guys that I love these orange paints. I mean, they just look sick. Plus, this whole area back here has really came together, and it feels very lively. It feels very comforting. It's somewhere that I would want to stay and like shoot some bows and whatnot. It just feels like a really good area. Now, I also have to do the interior to here, which I'm going to go ahead and start working on after I finish this building. But I honestly think I'll probably include that into the next episode. Let's go ahead and put this roof on this one. Now, what I'm thinking for this roof what I'm thinking is kind of bringing it across this way. So what I need to do is add in, running across here, some, I think dark oak wood would probably be the best look. Yeah, I think we'll add in some dark oak wood going across here this way. And then every so often, we're going to add in a full block. And there's not going to be a set like area, like, oh, every 3 blocks we set a full block. You know, we'll do like every so often, like it'll just be random whenever I feel like adding one in. And what that will do is that will add in more detail into the build, and it won't just leave it looking plain as like just a, you know, just the stairs coming straight up. Maybe so often in here, we'll also add in like some windows sticking out to make it look a little better. I'm thinking about bringing this up one more and kind of bringing it across. That way it forms in better together. Also, I don't know if in my recent videos you guys have heard my chair squeaking. I'm actually getting a new chair. The chair that I'm using is not mine. It's just a chair that I'm borrowing because my other chair broke, and it's currently being used by my dog. So he's enjoying that chair a lot. So I'm not gonna fix that other chair and take it away from him. It's just gonna be his little chair because he likes to sit next to me while I'm sitting here and gaming. So I'm not going to take him out of that chair. So I'm going to get a new chair. Hopefully tomorrow it comes in, and then I can put it together and have a new one, and there'll be no more squeaky chair that you can hear in the videos, because I can't tell you how many times, guys, that I've heard in my videos a chair squeaking in the background. I'm like, man, that sounds really awful. Like, it sounds really, really awful, and I don't want to be having to edit the audio and just constantly keep dealing with that. So, yeah, so new chair coming tomorrow. I think I might also add in a window in that spot right there, just kind of break up those edges, because I think that it would make it look a lot better if we throw one of these orange panes up there. It'd break those edges out a lot. One right here. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. That breaks that up a lot better. And then what we'll do with this other side right here is we will actually bring this up one. Actually do this right here. Do. Bring this up, do. This one right here, since it's in a corner piece, we're going to flip this upside down, and then we're going to go right here and then here. Yeah, that's a lot better. That is a lot better. That looks a lot better. And now we'll go to the other side and fix it the same. And we're just trying to break these corners, you know, we don't want to make them look flat or have any type of like this flat line to them. We want to add detail and kind of just make it look a lot better than just adding some normal square into it that it just has like that flat edge. Because to me, flat edges are just like no bueno. They're no bueno. That looks awesome, guys. I'm really happy with this. I think the building turned out freaking great. And we walk down here, and man, this is so nice. Oh, there's an area right there I gotta fill in. Turn in a chair in there. There we go. And you know what? We'll just go ahead and every so often we'll throw in a chair in these a stair. I'm saying a chair, a stair. Every so often those areas to kind of give it a little bit more detail. Well, there we go. Now, since we're done with that, we're going to start this market area in here. Now, I want this place in here to be very, very busy. As you can hear, we also have a villager. I did take a zombie villager and I did tame it. Not tame it. I cured him. I performed my medical uh, knowledge and splashed him with weakness and gave him an apple. And now we have a guy who is a stonemason now. He was not a stonemason earlier. 1 emerald, you get 10 brick. That's actually not that bad. But yeah, so we have to make this area look very, very busy. And that it's like a market selling area. So we have to set up some vendors around here, and we also need to try to make it just look a little bit more busy, add a little bit of greenery in here. So let's go and get to doing that. Okay, so I have a couple designs. I'm not sure which I'm gonna go with, but we'll just have to see because I have not tried these designs out before. Yeah, I like this a lot. I think it's small and it doesn't take up a lot of room. And we'll just go ahead and work on adding the front up here. And I think we'll have this. So guys, I have this right here. I really, really like this little flower stall. Someone, you know, we could eventually put maybe a villager in here or something. He's probably not going to stay, but it's just a little villager stall. Someone's selling some flowers. I think it's pretty cool looking. Definitely turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. And I just think it looks great. Now I need to add one more of these in here. So I'm thinking about adding it possibly right here. Maybe. I don't know. You think I think one's... I think I'm going to add one of these for now. And I'm going to put a wagon right here. And then add some stuff back there in the back to make it look like they have some stuff back there that they've stored. Maybe they've taken off this wagon that's going to be right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And if you guys want to know a cool wagon design, I will show you. Uh-oh, we can hear a lot of zombies beneath us. I need to go light that area up. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go light that area up. Oh, my lord. Okay, I could jump by the whole squad, apparently. There we go. That is a lot better. Now we shouldn't have to worry about mob spawning, and I can actually talk and carry on a conversation. Also, something else, there's been a lot of pillagers showing up lately around here. So back to what I was saying. So this is a cool little wagon design. I came up with this design on my own. I don't know if anybody else used the same design because I've never looked up a tutorial for one. But this is the one that I use, and I'm fairly happy with it. And I think it looks, I think it looks pretty good. So you guys, once I build it, tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm very interested to see what you guys think about it. What I like to do is I like to have 2 oak fences, some trap doors, and you need 4 oak trap doors. So what I start off by doing is I pick a spot where I'm going to build it. So I'm going to build it right here. I'm going to get rid of this block back here. So you start off with your slabs. We're going to come forward 3. So 3 long and 2 wide. Next, I'm going to take these oak trapdoors and I'm going to place them, and they almost look like tires. That's what they look like to me. Is like, I mean, they're block tires, but we're also in Minecraft. And then I'm going to place these 2 trapdoor gates, and I'm going to open them that way, so they look like that. Then I'm going to take these spruce wood slabs and I'm going to place them on top of the gates. So it'll look like that. Then next, I need to find out what I'm going to put inside my cart here. So since this is a flower shop, I need to try to like pick a few things that they might have. So maybe we'll throw in like a couple of bushes on the back. And how about we throw a couple of these flower pots in there as well. So I think I'm actually going to get rid of these. And we're going to throw in a couple of barrels. We'll throw in a barrel right here. And then we'll throw in one right. Let's throw one on top of this one. Yeah. And then we'll throw in a couple of chests. We'll throw in a chest right there. Then we'll throw a flower pot up there, a flower pot right there. And then we'll just go ahead and throw in one right there. Once I'm done doing that, I take the spruce trapdoors that I have and I place them like that. Just like that. So there we go. That is our wagon. It's a small wagon, like I said, not too big, but it does go good in little places like this where there's a limited amount of room that you're working with, and you could even build it smaller, but that's about as small as I will build my wagons, unless I'm going to build like something with a grindstone, then I guess I could do something like that. Is there a zombie in here? Guys, I think this looks freaking fantastic. Added a couple little stuff back there. We got our wagon. I think that this looks pretty dang awesome. So, leave a comment below and tell me what you guys think about it. I'm fairly happy with it. Let me know if there's anything you would change or what you would do different. I'm very interested to know what you guys would say. But I think that's all that's going to do me for this episode today. I appreciate you guys watching. Keep my steak real fast. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'm going to get back on my regular schedule once again, posting about 1 to 2 videos a week, now that I'm back and I'm able to do that with my schedules back normal again. So, back on a normal schedule, 1 to 2 videos a week. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and take it easy. It's your good friend Grubby. See ya. Bye.